I've been spending way too much time on this joke and other stuff like that, so I'm just going to try to make a nice condensed one so I don't convince myself to make a convoluted thing involving the joke. Okay. So earlier today, I went to a dive bar with my buddy, and while I was waiting for him, I heard all these yahoos talking really loudly. And before I could tune in enough, and before I asked the waitress if I could move to a booth, I hear the following. One guy says, and he wasn't losing his mind over it, but I sure am since. He's like, I didn't know there were eggs in waffles. I thought it was flour the whole time. Well, somebody failed basic arithmetic, alchemy, and baking, because as we all know, 2 plus 2 equals 4. Lead plus equals alchemy. And flour and eggs equal waffles or anything, everything. Flour and eggs equal everything. The powers of alchemy cannot compare. And so then he says, and I'm not kidding, cause I'm pissed off. I'm not this creative enough. You're telling me this whole time the frozen waffles I've been eating have egg in them? As if he really, he cannot stand, chickens' reproductive systems. I guess among us all, but especially theirs. And, the one big joke that I keep saying is, I don't know what frozen waffles he eats. If he's been nomming on those store brand frozen waffles, but I like to nosh on a fine American product, and that is called. And this is where I put the phone down to the mic. Eggos! They're called fucking Eggos! I do that. And that's the joke, that it's called Eggos, and there's eggs in it. But I need to be existential. And imagine, what happened, in the 80s or whatever, when the Frozen Waffle Bureau, the FWB got together, and they had a board meeting, aka a big BM, saying, okay, what the fuck are we new about frozen waffles? And one guy's like, alright guys, just so you know, I am clairvoyant, like the angels in the Bible themselves, and I see the future, and there's gonna be a guy that when he eats his frozen waffles, he will be ignorant but useful. And he will look at the box and look at the ingredients, and he'll be like, egg? Oh. Yeah, the joke is egg. Oh. Because he was surprised there was egg in it. I've spent a couple hours on that. Who's the joke on? That's right, still you for watching it this much. And me ripping off a Paul F. Tompkins bit, so him as well.